You'll hear it.
Welcome to the Big Gamer Small Talk podcast, where grown men sit here and talk about video games. But anyway, we got the usual suspects. This is your boy Showstopper. We got the usual suspects back, man. We ready to get this place going, to get this party started. Crap, what we got? Well, what's up?
What do we got? Well, we got Showstopper with a mic that's more than $1, so he sounds better this week. So.
Grown men in podcast.
Hey, yeah, we're grown men in a podcast talking about Uncharted 4. Imagine that, a gaming podcast talking about games. Damn, we're scumbags, right? I mean, we're a gaming podcast talking about a game on our gaming podcast. Man, exposed! Fucking stop the presses, guys! Stop the presses!
Yeah, I don't know. I think they made about 2 videos over the weekend about
crazy stuff.
I guess shit must be good. To run a thin for them again. They back to riding our dicks again.
Yeah, I mean, some of the
cocksuckers in the daily web.
Some of the stuff I see next year, I just shake my head and I be like, dang, this is just unbelievable. I mean, sit here and think of this trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares what another person is doing on their channel? You know, I don't know if we ain't exposed them yet, you know what I'm saying? Because we nitpick with them. We do little things to kind of get them, you know, dancing and doing these little videos and stuff sometimes where we troll them a little bit. But this film went too far and it's been going on too long, man.
It's a little bit ridiculous, but
it's time to stop. That was basically, you know, it ain't stopping nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just you running your mouth for real. But anywho, let's go to the topic.
I wanted to talk a little bit about this. I know, you know what, Mooch is probably going to want to talk about this. I know that greasy fucking Italian is supposed to be here soon.
He's at that Trump rally. He'll be jumping in.
Yeah, I know. He'll be in here soon, but
America great. He'll be jumping through the minute.
Hell yeah, he will. But anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. So Sony, they waited a long time to announce their numbers.
Yes.
Almost 2 weeks. A lot of people were I bet even the hardcore pony was like, oh shit, maybe it didn't do as well as we thought. You know, the game was on sale a lot, things like that. So they come out and go, 2.7 million. That's under 200 million in revenue for the first week. This is what they come out and say, under 200 million. Halo 5, and then all of a sudden they want to compare. Everybody wants to compare it to Halo 5. But remember, guys, see, this is the interesting thing, right? When I'm maneuvering things like, say, videos, it's a lot like a game of chess. And then ponies are too stupid to understand chess, so we'll say a game of checkers or something, right? Because they'll understand that. Yeah, exactly. So you get them back in order, because this is the first thing. They go, Halo 5 was a failure, but then it made, you know, over 400 million in the first week. So Uncharted makes under 200 million. So is Halo 5 still a failure, or are you calling Uncharted 4 a failure? Which one is it? You know what I mean?
But also, too, Uncharted, for other people say, well, that was including merchandise. Uncharted had hella merchandise also. They had consoles, headsets, controllers.
Sure did.
You know
well,
what I mean?
not only that, but the funny thing is they act like that merchandise would have take up half the fucking price. You're talking Halo made $450 million the first week. So what, did 250 million or more that sold was merchandise? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? They want to say that Halo's, you know, you can't have it both ways.
Hey, you know what's funny? To their logic, you know what I'm saying? Microsoft don't move hardware because Sony is blowing them out the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Which is true. Which is true. So if that's the case, then they didn't sell that much hardware. We just going off of pony logic. Hardware wasn't sold that much.
Showstopper, speaking of pony logic, let me throw this out there real quick. Halo 5 sells over 450 million in 7 days with about 15 million consoles sold, right?
Yeah.
Uncharted 4 sells under 200 million in revenue in the first week with over 40 million sold. That is the worst attach rate that you can think of. That is terrible. Terrible.
That is terrible.
Terrible. Awful.
Like I say, it goes on to say, Sony guys.
Wrap that shit up, you fucking Uncharted scumbags, man.
They like to brag about those games and
brag about that shit. That shit got beat. Guess what? Fucking Uncharted 3 sold more than that in the first week.
No, what it is, crap. What it is, the problem is, it ain't Uncharted. It's just that us grown men is sitting in here talking about it. I'm killing that the whole podcast. I'm gonna kill that the whole podcast. So y'all get ready for it.
Hey yo, shout out to my man Sensei Duck Feet, aka Attic Bond, man. Give him a round of applause. Sensei Duck Feet.
Podcast is talking about Uncharted.
We could be grown men in a gaming podcast talking about other grown men.
That is.
I mean, that is the cool. That's what the cool kids are doing these days. After all, so, hey, we're gamers. We're gamers that do gaming content, but we're gonna talk about other men because they talk too much about games. Motherfucking exposed. Back it up.
The purpose of a podcast is to talk about topics. Am I right?
Yeah.
Uncharted a topic is not Uncharted the hottest topic out right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's what we're supposed to do, regardless if we love it or hate it. It's a topic. It's a podcast. Yeah. I'll tell you, news is weird. Some of the stuff I see on YouTube is just unbelievable. Crazy.
All jokes aside, though, you know what it all boils down to? And it's not saying that we the creme de la creme or we are running YouTube or anything like that. It's just down to jealousy because they always worried about who watches our videos. I don't understand the people that watches their video. Why the fuck do you care who watches our videos? Like, I don't. That's the craziest thing. I think it's crazy even motherfuckers, heterosexual gamers, that watch them when they brags about groping penises. I think that's weird, but I don't talk about that show after. Yeah, I grabbed that nigga dick. Yeah, I grabbed that gamer dick. And he ain't past the joystick, so I had to grab his dick. Like, I think that shit is weird, but I don't know, man. I said, when in doubt, man, shit gets slow. You know,
it's a pop.
Make videos about BGST when shit gets slow for you, man. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? But I'm asking, I flip the script a little bit. Crap happening, starting show. Have you played Uncharted?
Yeah, I've been done with that game forever. It took me about 11 hours to beat that game.
Toby told me not to buy it.
Listen, I will be fair, and I'm going to be as non-biased as possible.
I'm going to go ahead and it this week, though. But Zoe told me not to buy it.
Hey, grab it on sale, man. It's on sale everywhere.
Yeah. This is probably, but to me, I like this better than the other. When
did Showstopper get a goddamn PS4? How long you been gone, man?
I don't miss out on a lot. You know what I'm saying? I had a PlayStation 4 right before I had left you. I was going to upload the controller and everything, but I just stopped. I kind of just had got caught up with some stuff. But other than
it's something called real life. Don't worry about it. We understand. But yeah. But like I said, just to be honest though, I like this Uncharted better than the other ones. I haven't done any shooting yet. That's always been my fucking Achilles heel to me. But to me, Uncharted's Achilles heel was the shooting. I don't like the hit detection. But I did the prison. I broke out of prison. That crazy motherfucker that shot the fucking crooked warden. I thought that whole escape scene was nice. When I was asking you guys, I was trying to record some gameplay. So I said, I forgot I haven't done this shit in so long. So I hit the share button. So on the Xbox One, you got the time counter on the left hand side, but what you're recording. I didn't know what the fuck. When I was recording, when it stopped recording, oh man, fuck this. Somebody had to run me through it. So I wanted to, like I said, record some of that because I thought that was a pretty good scene. I will say that Naughty Dog does well at that. Those yeah.
Are you talking about the motorcycle scene? Because I traded in both Cadillacs for a motorcycle. I don't know if you guys knew about that.
No, I just broke out of prison. The guy just killed the warden. You know what I mean?
And both of the lax?
No, man, I'm playing because the crap sent out that picture again. So I thought I'd bust his balls a little bit. Where is
kind of cat you had? I mean, goodness, you got the L dog. What you got?
The only thing that's all Guido's drive is Cadillacs.
Oh, come on, Mooch, you drive a fucking motorcycle. Come on.
That's what I just. See, crap, you must have been taking a bathroom break. I just came in.
You know what? I'm patrolling the chat box. I'm about to start banning.
Yeah, it gets nasty out there. I'll tell you.
You said it get nasty out there, but this up to me. Like I said back when I was saying, it's probably either other than 1, 2, and 3. So far, you know what I mean. Not saying it's a work of art, but I do like 4. Better than And 3. But I don't like all that dumbass jumping around and grab this clock rock and grab. I just think to me that's just a little redundant.
Well,
but
that's it, Z. I mean, and I'm sure you guys already touched base on it. I apologize for being late. I just got back from my son's baseball game. But like literally, like it's just all jumping. I said this and I'll say it in my review. I've been writing it and recording it a bunch of times. I'll tell you the truth. If you played Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. You had a lot of gunfire, but then you got a little bit of that jumping and puzzle as a little bit of a gunfire relief. This game's completely the opposite. You're jumping all day, all night, and then occasionally there's a little bit of gunplay to break up the jumping. And to me, that's kind of upside down.
Well, I thought the prison scene breakout was cool with the fight, and I thought that was dope. And like I said, I guess that's my brother that got shot in the back. I can tell right away that my man that killed the warden, I can tell he's crooked than the motherfucker already. He just went off the ledge. And then the next scene, I'm in the ocean. And like I said, I wanted to do some recording, like share play. I gotta find out how to fucking work share play. It ain't like Xbox record that, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on, so I gotta figure that out. But I'm gonna get back into it. But did you like the game, Mooch? Did you,
Yeah, I mean, I did, and like I said, I have the review coming out tomorrow. I didn't know. Oh, absolutely, it's my first one too. Of course, it's got to be on Uncharted, but
I wish we had the site up. That would be fucking awesome. We could put that shit in front of the site. That'd have been fucking epic.
It'll be well. Believe me, I'm sure it's going to get plenty of hate, so it's all good. But I mean, but to answer your question, though, Z, I do like it. I've always liked Uncharted. It's staying traditional, for the most part. The only problem I have with Uncharted is Ken, and it's got Neil Druckmann's stink all over it. Is I feel like they took a little bit of the colorful comedy and a little bit of the 80s, if you will, 90s humor that was in the writing, and now it's a little bit more dark. When you're later, and Z, it sounds like you're still early on.
I'm on third chapter, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I'm on, I think, chapter 19 now, and like when you get out that far, you start to see that when you're in the later parts of the jungle element, it's a lot of The Last of Us, like character creation and artwork. It's just very dark and dingy. It's the same way it was when you were Joel and Ellie, and you met up with the two brothers later on, the older brother and the younger brother, and you guys were trying to escape. When you were in that building, you were just chilling, and it was just dark, dingy. You're searching around the building. The artwork was just grungy, and that was okay because, I mean, let's be honest, it was a post-apocalyptic, not zombie, but like infectious type of world. Yeah. This is not that world. And I have to say, Rise got penalized for it, and Crap brought it up last week. Z, don't you? All the enemies look exactly the same. So Rise was hit with big time negatives for character models that weren't different. And this is the same guy. You have a red beret guy, a guy in a white shirt, the one guy with the gray helmet, and then a guy in a beefier armor. And that's all there is. It's the same 4 rotation, but yet that doesn't count as a minus. And there's a lot of triangle button, but that's not a minus either. But, it is what it is. But it's fun. I mean, I am enjoying it.
You said something, show? You're breaking up. You said something, show?
I said this game is a master stroke.
The master stroke. Yeah. Oh.
That's how they sold it. So yeah. So it ain't gonna be. They ain't gonna look at none of that stuff like how they judge Microsoft games. They judge Microsoft games.
Well, you know what? Is that fair to say? I mean, just to be honest here, I know we're what you call quote unquote the typical Xbox, but I've always said I felt that Microsoft games are put under a higher scrutiny than so-called PlayStation 4 exclusives. You know what I mean? I think the media has this infatuation thing, this bromance with Naughty Dog, and you think Naughty Dog can do no wrong. That's just my opinion, I don't know. I think the whole industry is in fucking Naughty Dog fucking crazy. If I see one more fucking I love fucking Naughty Dog tweet from Phil, I'm gonna slam my fucking Xbox. Like, God damn.
To be fair, the last one that he did was perfectly understandable. It was just about how they made the game accessible for handicapped folk. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Oh, for handicapped folks?
Yeah, like it made it really accessible. You didn't have to like.
Well, like Moose said, the whole game you just push the triangle button. Oh shit, the glove is off.
Yeah. Oh well, hey, look, I said this all along. Uncharted 4 is the only game that I've seen Uncharted 4 is the only game that I've seen that didn't get penalized for having numerous QTEs, for having really repetitive platforming, for having the enemies all look alike. They're all clone enemies. You know what I'm saying? Being really cliche, having, you know what I'm saying? That's the only game that I've ever seen not get penalized for any of that stuff.
I wonder how many people put it in handicap mode.
I did, man. I did because it helps me because I play games on easy. So we all know that, right?
What's the handicap? Aiming assist or something?
No. I guess it so you can so you could do stuff like one-handed. I guess I don't fucking know.
But what's the name of the mode?
Pony mode? I don't fucking know.
Oh shit! I got a lot
out here playing in that mode, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
No way.
Shit, I got carpal tunnel. I got my shit in here. Carpal tunnel. I do, man. I got fucking carpal tunnel.
That's from that DualShock 4.
He said that's from that DualShock 4. Yeah, I'm fucking
hurts.
My fucking wrist is fucked up, man. Both of them, man. God damn.
Not just that, but after using the Elite controller for so long and now putting in a decent amount of hours with the PlayStation, like, no joke, all jokes aside, anybody in the gaming media that said the DualShock 4 won this generation for a controller, they gave it 90% of the game spots and all them said it was they weren't judging it correctly. Instead of judging which one was better, they judged which one was more improved. Well, anything was better than the DualShock 3. Even Sony fans hated the last controller. This one is a little bit better, but there's still no weight to it. The Elite controller, I feel like I'm holding a Glock 44. This thing, I feel like I'm holding a toy boat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It's still a gringy, like, piece of shit controller. And I'm sorry, but the thumbsticks being running in parallel like that, it's just stupid. It's dumb. I don't understand. They can't change it because, think about it, the real way to do it is the way Xbox has it. Look at the what was it there? Ouya, the
Amazon.
The Chinese has that knockoff coming out.
Yeah,
they mimic
Amazon
the right. They mimic the 360.
Even the Wii U Pro controller.
The Wii U Pro controller looks like the Xbox controller. My point being is that if Sony did it, it would be Sony bowing down to Microsoft saying, you guys have the better controller. So they don't want to do that, so they're sticking to their own. Hey, by sticking to your own, you made a shitty controller. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you got a shitty controller. Yeah, I get it.
It's just awful. Awful.
Yeah.
It's not that great. Jamie Moran, great tweet. When you go back to an X1 controller, like every night when I get done playing a couple of chapters of Uncharted, I go right back to my, playing some Doom or whatever on Xbox. And my God, Jamie, you couldn't have nailed it better with that GIF. It is so comfortable and rewarding to go back to the Xbox controller.
Oh yeah, that's what people. What the biggest? I won't say what the biggest, but the people's knock, I guess, honestly, against the Microsoft controller is the D-pad. It's not, I guess, not that good for fighters. They always said that Sony had a better controller for quote unquote fighters, but I just prefer the one. You said analog stick up top, one down there. I don't like my thumbs moving around like together. To me, it just feels very awkward. It's not as bad as with the DualShock 4, but with the PS3 controller, they were loose. They were just like, it felt fucking, I don't know. It didn't feel natural. And then it didn't have any fucking triggers. So I hated playing shooters on the PS3. Like, I'm used to a fucking pulling the trigger, and that was like a fucking button up top. Like the fucking Super Nintendo controller or some shit. And I'm like, oh no, hell no. Like, I don't know, but they do have some, to be fair, they do have some knockoff PS4 controllers that style like the Xbox One controller. I think probably Nico or Mad Cats make them or some shit like that. But I don't know, But I guess some ponies say it's the best thing since sliced fucking bread, though.
And I think everything the best fucking thing since sliced bread, as long as it has a Sony logo.
Well, since we're talking since we're talking sliced bread, it really is the best thing since sliced bread because Sony starved them since March 2015.
Oh shit! Wait, hold up. So he did what?
They starved their ass, but except for what was it, Bloodborne that came out in March? They've had nothing. Street Fighter V. Shout out to Zobi again, by the way. Zobi made a great video again today, man. In all honesty, like Street Fighter V was a bust, and most gamers don't want to play Ratchet and Clank. Bloodborne actually isn't even. It's not even their. Bloodborne is a double A, right? From Software made it, so it's not a first-party game. Excuse me, it's a triple A, but it's not a first-party game. So I mean, what does Sony really put out for their customers? Knack, Killzone.
Hey, they're making Knack 2, bro. Don't even hate.
Oh no, I'm not hating. Knack 2 is it's going to be amazing, right? I mean,
yes. I mean, come on. Knack 1? That was the game, right?
Yeah, but who's asking for Knack 2? Like, what the fuck is my God of War?
The thing is, they got Mark Cerny on contract, so they got him doing two things for once. He's also making everybody eggs and fucking Benedict. What is it there? Eggs and like cereal in the morning. This guy's doing like 4 different jobs. He's their head software guy. He's done Knack. He's gonna do Knack 2. He's overlooking the hardware. You got Andrew House. All these guys got wacky promotions. So right. I mean, they're doing a bunch of things. The fact is that the media pushed all of this on us. And now this is what we got to sit in. We got to just sit in it. We got to wait for this generation to end because Sony, since the break of November 2013, has given their customers, no joke, Killzone, Knack. They didn't give. I'm not counting Bloodborne because Bloodborne is exclusive to them, but it's not their first party studio. They've gotten Uncharted 4.
Killzone.
Yeah, Killzone. And I think they got Little Big Planet 3.
And baseball, and what they got, Drive Club, which is, they went out of business. What about you got the Order, too? Did you do the Order?
The Order, yep, got to give them the Order. That's it. I mean, that's been, up against games like Sunset Overdrive, Titanfall. If you don't want to give them Titanfall, that's fine. We don't have to give them Titanfall. Forza Horizon, Forza 5, Forza 6. You've got Rise of the Tomb Raider. You've got Halo 5. Halo
Dude, but they got that GT Sport, guys. Come on. You guys seen that trees, man? Those trees, right?
Hey, listen, man. Listen. I'm not to be with the tinfoil hat. Now you're gonna see what I mean. That game looks like shit right now, and it's a VR game. There's no doubt about it.
It is a VR.
But it's going to shine, trust me, when they put that bitch in quote unquote Neo mode, and this is how they're going to get.
Let's not talk about no fucking Neo mode.
No, but listen, hear me out. This is how they're going to get the masses to really adapt it, because the game doesn't really look nice right now. It doesn't. Just being this, I done talked to some diehard Gran Turismo guys. And they're like, this game looks like shit. You know what I mean? It's a fucking, it looked like a PlayStation 3 port. And it doesn't look that well. I'm surprised that Eurogamer slammed it the way they did. You know what I mean? Basically, since the same issues from Gran Turismo, I guess whatever the last one, 6 or whatever the case may be. It doesn't look that well. It doesn't. Draw distance is fucked up. I heard they had horrible frame rate issues. And now they came out with, so the game is only 50% done. But it looks like that now. I guarantee you, probably when they show it, whatever the fuck they're gonna do it in Neo mode, that it's gonna, I guarantee this is gonna be deployed. You know what I mean? To get motherfuckers. And are they gonna intentionally down now PlayStation 4 games to get everyone to get back on this fucking Neo? Probably fucking fucking Sony. You know what I mean?
They're showing a 1080p 60 frames per second racer. Those aren't gonna look as good as say Drive Club, which cut the frame rate in half to 30. You know what I'm saying?
But it doesn't look good graphically though. That game doesn't look good. Say what you want about Drive Club, bullshit game, but at least it looked good graphically.
Well, that's what I'm saying. 30 frames per second. You know what I mean? You can do that where they're going for 60 on that. You know what I'm saying? That's why it might not look as good graphic. I mean, it looks bad.
It's a VR game, crap. That's one of the games for VR. That's
everything. Well, that's what they should get ready for. Everything's going to be on VR.
But no, I don't know about everything, but I know that was when they had what was the PlayStation Experience or something, or whatever the hell, and they showed that silver reel of the VR games to come. And I was like, what the fuck is I think we talked about it on the show, Gran Turismo Sport. You know what I mean? It was for the VR. You know what I mean? It doesn't. I mean, I don't know. Unless I'm bugging. The game to me didn't look good at all graphically. When you think about, Gran Turismo and the power of the PlayStation 4, the game looked like shit to me. You know what I mean? And this game supposed to come out November or something. They talking about
November 15th.
And they talking about that's the bullshit, the lies I'm talking about. There's no way in hell that game could come out November fucking 15th. They talking about it's 50% done. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Talking about the game is 50% done and it looks like that. Bullshit. You know what I mean?
Who's forgot one exclusive though that was to the PlayStation?
What was that?
The best game that they had graphically on there, and that was Flower.
Wait, hold on. Flowers.
Hey, that was almost as good as Fat Princess.
Yeah.
Clicking for that trend. It was like, oh my god, look at the blades of grass. My goodness. Oh, but go ahead.
I mean, but that's, I mean, I guess that's going to be when they're quote unquote heavy hitters for this holiday season.
That is their heavy hitter, and they're rushing that out. It's only 50% done.
But I don't even think, here's the thing. I think that's a bunch of bullshit, and people were complaining about the visuals. There's no way in hell crap that game could be 50% done, and it still comes out by November fucking whatever the fuck the date is.
Well, every single big PlayStation AAA exclusive has been delayed. Every one. I would assume that this is going to be no different. Them coming out with a racing game in November probably means no Horizon Zero Dawn this year, and probably no Last Guardian. So, Uncharted 4, you guys better savor that flavor, baby, because that's all you're getting.
Crap, I'll be honest with you. I'm actually gonna go against you here, and I'm gonna say that Sport is gonna come out in November, and it's gonna be broken. It's gonna come out because they gotta rush it. If you're telling me it's only 50% done right now, which I didn't see that article, but if you guys saw it or you heard
they were saying it was 50% done.
If it's only 50% complete, it's gotta come out. They don't have anything else coming out this entire fall. Nothing. There's nothing coming. So you're not gonna win with Danger Ball. You're not gonna win with Robot Golf, right? Office Simulator. That shit ain't gonna work, man. It ain't gonna work. So they gotta get this out, right? And if they do, it's gonna be another Drive Club. Follow the lines. Don't go in the grass. Don't do this. Don't do that. Like, it's gonna be another game that's just bare bones. It'll look somewhat pretty. I think it'll look somewhat pretty like Drive Club. Like, nobody talked about, listen to this. You know the people at Turn 10 must have been smashing their head against the wall? When Drive Club came out, and it didn't get great reviews, but then, like everything else, right, when Sony gets a bad review, then later on everybody goes back and revisits it. Maybe we were a little hard on Drive Club. I mean, have you seen the rain? What? Like, what? Did you say rain? Like, why are we talking about rain? When you talk about Turn 10 and you talk about Forza, people are talking about the way the sound of each car revs, right?
Yes,
the way the tires grip the road, the way you see the turns and you see the dynamic, the puddles splashing up. No. That's not what we're talking about in Drive Club. We're talking about people were slowing down their videos and zooming in on the snow and the rain. Like, you know something's wrong when people, right? Like, that's got to be crazy. You can't have a 5-star restaurant and people are talking about how awesome your bathrooms are.
Neo all that, right?
Yeah, listen, man. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the fucking new wave, man. I bullshit you not, man. And Sony is so fucking, they're fucking kinky, man. Those motherfuckers. I understand it's a business and everyone gets their shit with them, but I'm telling you, you know what I mean. First of all, like I said, that's a game made for the VR. You know what I mean? That's
right.
That's, you know, it is what it is, and we all know that, you know, VR games don't look that well graphically. You know what I mean? But I don't think Sony, they kind of got caught with their pants down because everyone's been, so excuse my French, been sucking Sony's dick this whole generation. They can do no wrong. So for, like I said, I was shocked for Eurogame of all people to come out and call them. After Eurogame, I think it was Giant Bomb or Video Game Hurt, they all slammed that Gran Turismo shit. Then they came out, it was only 50% done. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on. Like, E3 is when? E3 is when? Next month, right?
June
13th. Yeah, okay. When we normally see Uncharted, not Uncharted, we usually see Forza, whatever, 5, 6 Horizon. We usually see them in fucking E3. And you compare that shit from E3 to what we saw the other day, bullshit. That's what you see is what you fucking get. You know what I mean? 50%, I mean, that game's not going to come out to next year. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. You know what I mean? That's bullshit, man.
And then you talk about racing. Here it is, Microsoft spitting them out like hotcakes.
Yeah. You know,
well, they've got two.
Every year we had a racer. I understand they got 2 studios, but come on. One studio should be putting it out at least every 2 years, 3?
Yeah.
I've heard from a very reliable person that knows that games with Phil Spencer, not saying who it is, but he said he could never deal with, who was that, Polyphony Digital that does those games. He says because he needs there to be a schedule. People got to stick to their schedules. You can't take 5 years in between games, and that is ridiculous. That if you're Sony, this is what you got to be thinking at the beginning of every generation. We got to get a God of War, an Uncharted, a Gran Turismo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got to get our top known games out in the first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? That you just got to do that. How in the hell do you you're going to be 3 years in and not have a new God of War? You're going to have a stripped down Gran Turismo that you're rushing out the door with 137 cars and a focus on VR. It's a VR game. Your first Gran Turismo game in this generation, and it's gonna be fucking VR.
Wait, hold up, crap! I got it. That's like putting the first Halo to come out for the Xbox One, making it a Kinect game. Like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Exactly.
Like, seriously, just think about that.
Hey, we make points like this, guys, and people are like, "Oh, you're fanboys," but that's the exact fucking truth, right? That's the goddamn truth.
Yeah, it's like I didn't think about it like that. It's like, you know, your first, and this not even to call a spade a spade. Gran Turismo is Sony's flagship title. That's their number one selling IP. Cost whatever fuck is, it's very, actually it's more, has a more units sold than Halo. You know, I mean, it's been out before Halo came out on the fucking PlayStation 1, but it's, it's a pretty successful, not that big here in the States, but overseas, Europe, they're into that shit. You know what I mean? And Gran Turismo is, but people have been saying, not even year after year, but Forza has continually gotten better, and Gran Turismo has gone down. They said since the last good one, the flagship one, was Gran Turismo 4. You know what I mean? So I was like, because I'm not a big Gran Turismo dude. I don't really care for simulation racing.
The ones on PS3 were really bad, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Again, strictly my opinion. What happened was the ones on PS3 used PS2 models and tracks.
Yes.
Right? And so even though everybody's like, oh my god, there's over 1,000 cars on Gran Turismo 5, there was no damage on that game, no tuning, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was just like complete. And not only that, this new Gran Turismo, how many times did we hear there's not dynamic weather on Forza Motorsport 6? No dynamic weather. They bitched out. They suck. Baked on, right? Those are the articles. Gran Turismo fucking Sport, baked on, non-dynamic weather. Where's the fucking uproar about that, you goddamn Sony pony motherfuckers? You aren't saying shit, are you? No, you're not saying shit because you guys are so one-sided. You won't admit that you complained about Forza 6 using non-dynamic weather, but you don't give a shit when Gran Turismo's not using it, right? It's perfectly fine.
Well,
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Mooch, you said something a little while ago. That we can't wait till this generation is over. And I don't. Do you think this generation is going to end now? You know what I mean? This
do I think it's
upgrades, mid-range.
No,
I don't think that it may not end. Well, I mean, this be what it is going forward.
Look, here's what it comes down to, Z.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the people that are on the PlayStation side are not the ponies that are in the chat section. Those are the people. A lot of the people that are arguing with us in the chat, they don't even own a PS4. Like Miziagos and all that, they don't even own a PS4. So can you believe that? That's like when you look at somebody and you're like, what the fuck? Like you're arguing with me for 2 years? You don't even have it? And here's my point though. But let me answer your question. You said, is this generation over? When, not if, when Microsoft has their more powerful console, which I think will be end of next year, when that comes out. Mm-hmm. Whatever it may be, we don't need to get into the specs because all we're doing is speculating the specs. We don't even know what we're talking about, okay?
Uh-huh.
It's going to be more when that happens, the fleet of people that were Xbox 360 that went over to PS4, as Crap has said many a time, they will all just jump right back over and pretend that they were green the whole time. What do you mean? What are you talking about? They'll be like in a haze. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know where they've been for 2 years.
That's what I mean. Like I said, if not changing anything, not saying PS5 or whatever, this is really the Xbox One second generation or whatever the fuck it's called or whatever. If it's just, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, what if, like I said, this generation doesn't end? You know what I mean? What if it's just, we just get a upgraded version of the PS4 and the Xbox One, same names or just whatever, and just continue to go forward? You know what I mean? Like I don't think Sony is in their honeymoon, so they don't want shit to end. Like they're riding fucking high. You know what I mean? They're really, really, really riding high. You know what I mean? Like I will love to see what happens. Honestly, once whatever they decide to do, whatever way they go, and if it is more powerful than whatever said Sony is working on. You know what I mean? Because like this whole generation has been about power. Then maybe can we just go back? Like he said, my man Rodney King got his ass. Can we all just get along? Then maybe can we just fucking talk about the fucking games? You know what I mean? Because we don't talk about, we counting blades and brags, fucking peaks, and you know what I mean, frames per second. What game runs better on what console? You know what I mean? What's better optimized? Like maybe just go back and talk about the guys. Whether you like Microsoft exclusives or not, Microsoft has given us more AAA, exclusive this generation than Sony. Dragon Quest 19. That's someone that's not a AAA goddamn game. You know what I mean? And shit like that. Microsoft's giving us more blockbuster titles this generation.
If you think about what's going to be coming down the pipe, let's just speak in complete hypotheticals.
Yes.
If we know Sony's got their Neo coming out, I'm going to say Neo comes out. Well, it doesn't matter whether it comes out late 2016 or early 2017. That's irrelevant because they're not going to have. Microsoft's not threatened right now by that. They don't need to because the install base for Neo will be small. Hear me out. Now it will grow. It will grow.
Mm-hmm.
But when Microsoft and Sony have their next, let's just call them next generation. Okay, so Neo versus next Xbox. When those two go head-to-head, Microsoft is still going to be able to offer you on day one full backwards compatibility of 360 games, full backwards compatibility of X1 games, and then what the future will bring, okay? Sony, on their Neo, still can't give you PS3 games, and then they're going to give you PS4. So Sony's already going to be at a disadvantage when that next-gen bell rings, okay? And when that boxing match starts, Sony's already going to have a cut under their left eye.
Hey, but you know what, Mooch? It's sad. I've seen fucking videos. People like Hip Hop Gamer. They actually said that PlayStation Now is better than backwards compatibility. Some of these motherfuckers out here, like something you have to pay for monthly for something you may already own digitally is better than me natively going off and fucking putting set game in my Xbox One. You see the backlash from fucking what's it Call of Duty? Which one? It got made available last week. Which one was it? Black Ops 3 or whatever the fuck?
Black Ops.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. They lost their fucking mind. Oh, you guys are still playing the whole game. We got Uncharted 4. I'm like, how could you even see the negative in that? Like, I don't suffer from nostalgia. I don't want to play any old games. But for people that are into it, and there are a lot of people that are into it, what's it, sales are up like 13,000% or some wild shit like that for $20,
Yeah.
But they're looking at that like, you know what? We don't care about that backwards compatibility. We got PlayStation Now. I'll just give Sony I'll play it like Netflix if I want to go back and play. Which is bullshit, man. They're going to find any type of way they can to handicap the fucking fight for Sony. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Pretty soon they're going to say Microsoft is cheating. Only way they do it because they got more money because they can. I mean, it's going to be something. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting for this whole resolution shit to go away.
Well, I hope E3 is a E3.
To me, say it again, Mook Crip Show. I didn't hear nothing you said. You went out on me. What happened, bro?
It's a good E3 game.
Me too.
Basically, I mean, far as from both ends, you want to see good games, but definitely from the Xbox, I want to see some really good titles.
Like to me, maybe you guys may feel different. I really feel like Microsoft back is against the wall. Like, you know what I mean? Like they really got to fucking bring it. They better not come out. They talk about the Windows 10 shit, and I don't hear nothing about that shit. They take that fucking stage. And they bring that motherfucker, what's the name, to dial up that motherfucker, talk about Windows 10, and I see that the Windows startup button. I'm throwing a brick through my goddamn TV right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be all games, though. I don't think they're going to.
I think E3 is going to be a lot of games. I think Microsoft's really going to come out swinging. And then I have fun with it now. It used to piss me off back in the day, but we're going to have some fun with it because what we're going to see is Microsoft's going to bring a lot of games. Like a lot of games to this presentation, and Sony's going to bring 2 pieces of hardware and shitty games for VR and nothing coming this fall. So everything they're going to show you is coming later. If you look at the pattern of what they've been doing for the past couple of years, they really just been rehashing they dang on E3. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So what they've been doing is they'll sit here coming out, they'll push it back, and then they re-show it again at the next E3.
That's right.
How many years we seen Nathan Drake? We seen Nathan Drake was coming, blah, 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 blah. We seen Drive Club for God knows how long. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And multiple titles that they sit here and said that was coming out, and they constantly push it out and just rehash the E3. And ponies get clicking hooves.
And I say this all the time, Show. Last year's E3 should have been called Sony's Smoke and Mirrors. Not one thing that they showed us came out this year. Not one thing, except for Uncharted, which has been shown since 2013. So they haven't showed, right? They brought out Shenmue 3. Apparently it's not in our hands. It's in Sony's, and it ain't ever leaving their hands. So that's not coming out. You got The Last Guardian's been promised since what? 2004. I don't know what the hell. I could give a shit when that. I mean, that's more of a joke than anything. Like when The Last Guardian comes out, we know it's going to sell like 25,000 copies to the same people who couldn't wait for what is that thing called, Attack on Titans? Did that come out yet? By the way, did Attack on Titans get released yet?
I don't even fucking know.
That's my point. Like, did it come out, and who gives a shit? Is the second question.
Yeah.
And then also you've got what do they say? Horizon's not coming out this year.
Mhm.
So that's nothing again.
Show that E3 again.
Oh, they're gonna show it though, right? They're gonna show this time. They're gonna show her going through a small village, and
It's gonna be rehashed with some new stuff, some new ideas. It's gonna be like a 1 or 2 games, maybe three games.
Yep.
That's kind of new, but they're gonna show all that old stuff again.
But you know what though? What's crazy? But and not the but to me, not necessarily to me, but that's what Sony does. That's what they've all. I mean, I can take you back to E3. Was it 2001 or 2000 when they showed all those fucking ducks in the tub and they said, "This is the power of the PlayStation 2, the emotion engine." I said, "Grandma, you see this shit, Grandma? They look like a Disney cartoon." That's what Sony fucking does. Must I take you back to fucking E3 2000? It was in 2004 when they showed the PlayStation. It was 2004 or 2005 when they showed the fucking PlayStation 3, but that boomerang controller and you saw fucking Killzone. It was like, none of that shit real.
Zaire, do you want to hear how lopsided shit is? There's still people on Twitter tweeting Phil saying, "Phil, what's happening with Phantom Dust? Why are you up his ass about Phantom Dust? Where are the Sony fans complaining about The Last Guardian for 8 years? Or how about, hey, we want Horizon before the PS5 comes out? How about something? Can we have anything? Like something. This is the third Christmas with nothing. Nothing. But nobody cares.
Not nothing. They want you to buy their VR shit, dude. That's
that is nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
That VR lineup better be clean. Because what they showed at what was that, E3 last year? That was some trash.
Yeah,
They can't sell us PSVR on a stage show. It doesn't show right.
well, hey,
never sees it.
let me give you guys this. This could be what we could possibly see from Microsoft. They're going to show some stuff that we know is coming, but we haven't seen any gameplay of yet. You know what I'm saying? So. But this is what I have a good feeling about this. The next couple things I'm going to mention.
Okay.
They renewed the Phantom Dust name again this year.
Mm-hmm.
They renewed it. We could see something from that this year at E3. Dead Rising 3. Capcom did their annual reports and said they have 2 games coming. It looks like one of them's going to be Resident Evil 7, which they're predicting 4 million in sales or something like that, 4 or 5 million in sales. They said they have another game that's coming that they're predicting with 2 million in sales, which would be Dead Rising 4, which indicate that would be an exclusive for Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, Xbox and probably Windows or what have you, right? So, we could see. Well, so was Dead Rising 3. It was on PC and Xbox, but
that's fine.
Yeah, so you could be seeing Dead Rising 4. You could be seeing Phantom Dust. We're going to see Halo Wars. We're going to see Crackdown 3. We're going to see Cuphead. We're going to see Gears 4. Because they're going to show off the new modes and stuff that are coming. Sea of Thieves.
Forza Horizon
3.
A glimpse of Sea of Thieves, so I hope they show a little bit more.
I don't know.
They have to if it's coming out.
It coming out this year, is it?
They get more into the game. They just kind of show like a little snippet.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have normally had a little bit of reserve on Sea of Thieves, but crap, you got to admit, even you were questioning it. But every other day on Twitter, we're seeing tons of Microsoft executives tweeting out Sea of Thieves shirts and keychains, like all kinds of like just merch. So my point being is like they wouldn't be pushing this thing so hard on Twitter if it was gonna get delayed, and pushed back. Yeah. So my point is this: I think Sea of Thieves is definitely happening just because of not because of me, but I'm seeing Microsoft and Recore is the game that I'm jonesing.
I forgot about that.
There was that leak.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get Moose this. I fucking forgot. I forgot. That is the wild part right there. I forgot about Recore.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see that from who's that? Iron Wolf sent the thing in DM. He said
from Namco. I was about to say we can talk about the shit that Iron Wolf.
He said.
Shout out to Iron Wolf. He just Iron Wolf. You want to join? What's in Iron Wolf?
He's not in town, dude. He's like on vacation or something.
Was it Pakistan or some goddamn way?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I seen him in a little Holly BB outfit, bro. I don't know what.
It was an upmiss of the terrorist attacks in Europe. She's in Syria right now, blowing shit up. Shut out the Iron Wolf.
Iron Wolf said KOTOR.
Somewhere, man, eating grapes with some belly dancers. Boy, I was like,
Yeah, he said wearing a hut with 30 virgins, eating grapes and shit with a motherfucker with a bomb taped to his chest. Shout out to my man Wolf, who speaks the facts.
Hashtag.
I'm sorry, okay, what you got? What you say, Mooch? Crap.
Yeah, because all us white guys sound the same, right? So anyway, he says KOTOR. I guess a remake.
he's an Italian. Keep it moving.
Back.
KOTOR. Except for I'm not a biker like Mooch and have blonde hair. Because seriously, I don't know like where did he get that pic from.
I seen the picture. I seen the picture of Mooch like motherfucking Paul from Tekken.
Dude, you know what's funny about that? Like honestly, like for as Italian, like you guys have to realize as Italians, we don't have blonde hair.
No, not at all, dude. And you know, listen, if these people would actually listen to what we're saying instead of just hating on us, how many times do we talk about New York? We even talk about like what we like, what we do, what we look like. And these guys didn't put any like. There's absolutely. Let's put it this way: they're not detectives over on the Sony side.
Yeah, that's damn true.
If they were looking for me, they'd be in the fields for years.
Hey, yo, listen, like I said, you know, Italian. My fucking neighbor's Italian. When I say that motherfucker blacker than me, we got a motherfucker nose shaped like an elbow. He's from Italian. Man, that motherfucker black. That's it. God damn.
That's bad, man.
Back in the day when I used to work out.
Moose look, you know what I'm saying? Moose look like Andrew Dice Clay.
right, exactly.
He's Guido, man. He's Guido.
Guido'd out.
Boom. I'm sorry. What you were saying, crap, bro?
Oh, I was saying that he says that that KOTOR, I guess a remake, is going to be on the Xbox stage.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what he says.
Oh yeah, but when Wolf he do rub elbows with some of the people within the know. He also, Iron Wolf put out this list from Namco. What's that? Yeah, about maybe an exclusive from Namco, a fighter. It says a fighter wrestler.
Oh, that's right.
No, yeah.
Let me go to it. You see the list in front of you guys, or I'm trying to scroll up the list.
But there was a certain game he was referring to. It wasn't called
that. Was the Soulcalibur or Soulcalibur? Hold on.
Yeah,
wait, hold on. I got the list right here. And this is Bandai Namco Entertainment American Inc. This is their E3 presentation. They got products and categories 15. They got action, PC, Windows, whatever the fuck that means. Action, Sony, PlayStation 4. Action, Sony, PlayStation Vita. Shout out to the Vita. Action, Xbox Live. Action, Xbox One. Action, Adventure, PC/Windows. Action, Sony, PlayStation 4. Action, Sony, PlayStation Vita. Shout out to the Vita again. Adventure, Xbox One. Then we go down to the fighters. It says Fighter Wrestling PC/Windows. It says Fighter Wrestling PlayStation 4. Then they got Fighting Wrestling Xbox One. Then Role Playing PC Windows, Role Playing PlayStation 4, and Role Playing Xbox One. Now, what he was saying that was not checking maybe Soulcalibur or something. It was rumored that it was maybe an exclusive or some shit like that, or for the Xbox One or Windows 10 or something.
I've never played any of those games.
No, crap, you don't fucking like Soulcalibur?
I mean, I played that first one or one of them on
You Yankee bastard! What was that? Soulcalibur 6? Was it 6 or 5? Was it 4? One of them she's with fucking the Xbox had Yoda and PlayStation had Darth Vader.
Yeah, I mean, I never played it, man. I didn't own it.
No, you're not into fighters, right? Non-violent.
No. Hold on. Back in the day in the Genesis and stuff, I like Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct, or on Super Nintendo, I like Killer Instinct. But then as we got into the newer generations, the hit detection.
You got fat fingers and your reflexes slow.
Probably, man. I probably whoop your ass though.
Oh my god. Hey, this is trash though. You see that game there? Yeah, I'm Jamie Moran.
Oh yeah, shout out to Jamie, man. Jamie's the king of the fucking memes.
He's a super fan, man.
Yeah, he put up some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. What do you? Oh, yeah. He's a fucking the master of the fucking memes. But I'm sorry, crap. We went to, but your predictions. I'm sorry for Microsoft. Again, you saying Knights of the
Oh,
Old Republic. But now listen, Knights of the Old Republic. Now Microsoft didn't own that IP. Well, of course they didn't own it. But
yeah.
what they maybe still because BioWare made it. Who was BioWare made it and Microsoft published it. That's how it went for the Xbox One and then guess whatever for the PC.
They have such a
Who
good
owns that?
relationship with BioWare. It's EA.
Well, EA owns the fucking Bible. I don't see that probably being an exclusive now. I know
No,
that
he said it'd be multi-plat, but it'd be on the Xbox stage. So
a 19 Republic, like,
yeah.
wow.
Did you see Titanfall 2 possible release date of August 31st?
Smart.
I thought that was no. I thought we spoke. Didn't we? Weren't we all in the call when we spoke to a certain individual that was telling us about Titanfall 2, and he said that it was coming out in was it before? He said before Call of Duty. When we all in the call together, or was I just talking to that person myself? I thought we were all in.
I wasn't there. But...
I wasn't there.
I think it was I know I get high, but I'm not high. Yeah, we listen.
You popped in the air and it
Listen, man. I meant to take an oxy, took a big pill, took a Cialis. Listen, I know what the fucking we were there. Remember this certain individual was talking about, and he gave us a lowdown about Titanfall 2. You remember? No.
No.
Fuck, just remind me off the air and I fucking bring it back. But I thought we were all in the fucking room together. And
well, this website possibly leaked the date as August 31st.
August is too soon. There's not enough time to promote the game. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
like prime example, you guys said last week. I don't give a fuck about the Neo, but you were saying that maybe they may announce it at was it Paris E3 or whatever. You still have to. You need like 2-3 months for people to promote it, go out and reserve it. You know what I mean? You can't just spray it on nobody. So what month is this right now? This is May. What month? Say June. Well, I guess they can make. So maybe they promote it heavily with June, July, August. That's only 2 months, but I don't know. But this holiday season, it's going to be fucking jam packed with fucking shooters. You got still Call of Duty. You got Battlefield, which I think Battlefield is really going to give Call of Duty a run for his money. If Call of Duty outdoes it, it's only going to be because of that remastered shit. Because everyone's talking about this Battlefield.
You can't doubt Call of Duty, man. You can't doubt.
No. I'm not. Listen, I'm not. Listen, trust me. Like I told you guys.
It just went away.
No, like I told you guys all the time, don't ever bet against black. Fuck it. I understand it, but I just think that Battlefield's going to take a little bigger, take a little piece of the market share. That's all. And we still got fucking Gears 4. You got we don't know when Titanfall's coming out, but we are getting Titanfall. Like I said, you got Call of Duty. You got Battlefield. Oh my God, I'm not really big. I'm gonna buy a shooter this year, but besides Gears, if I do get one, I don't know. I don't know. I damn sure ain't buying Call of Duty. That's for damn sure. So maybe it might be Battlefield. But they were saying also too that we get another Star Wars from DICE, another Star Wars Battlefront next year.
Early next year. And did you read EA said the reason they didn't include a campaign was strictly because they wanted to get out in time to launch with the movie.
Oh yeah. I can agree that. I can agree with that.
We all called that. We said that's the reason why there is no.
Yeah, but that makes EA look bad because that means they basically lied. Because when people asked them why before, they were like, "We don't feel that the true Battlefront customer played the story. They were pretty much playing. Remember Peter Moore made that big thing.
Yeah. But that was sorry.
No. But I mean, to go a little further than what you were saying, Zaire, I don't think Battlefield has its own customer. Okay, and Battlefield's customer, very few of them hate COD. They like both. So COD is not going to get affected at all by Battlefield at all.
You think so? Bro, there's some hard Battlefield.
Oh, yeah, they're hardcore.
You got some hardcore Battlefield. I mean, you have both sides. And I remember from somebody that I know.
Yeah, but Zaire, think about it. Let me put it in these terms, okay? Battlefield and Call of Duty are like Xbox and PlayStation.
I know.
No, but hear me out. Xbox fans buy PlayStations, right? We all own PlayStations.
Yeah.
PlayStation fans don't buy Xbox. Now,
I got you.
All right, so hear me. So Battlefield customers, for the most part, they're diehard. They buy COD, but COD people
don't buy
Battlefield.
No, this is what I wanted to say when
feel different. They both feel different. They as a shooter.
To me,
So,
I prefer Battlefield. I just think Call of Duty is too fucking fast, and there's a bunch of bullshit. But what I want to say about Battlefield, I remember, like I said, I had a really small channel back then. 2013, not mistaken. I got invited, my little ass channel, but I couldn't go at the time. But anyway, from somebody was sending me an invite because when Battlefield had they unveiling, they got all the big Call of Duty guys. Got all the Call of Duty guys together and play it and to interview them and stuff. And I got an invite to go, you know what I mean, for somebody, I'm not gonna say any names. And I said I couldn't really go at the time. But you know, they were going after quote unquote that, you know, Call of Duty, you know, what's that guy name? I only use me knife and some shit like, you know, Call of Duty, the popular YouTubers, you know what I mean, that play Call of Duty, you know what I mean. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I know one of the guys, you know, grab me soul or only use me knife or you don't use no gun. That was the funniest shit ever. But anyway, and I spoke to a couple. We was all in a Skype call together. And, you know, they got their passes, got their tickets, and I was gonna get flown out for free just to, you know, to play the game. I was like, nah, I can't really go. And I ain't catching no fucking plane anyway. But I can't go right now. I got too much shit going on. But anyway, like I said, what I was saying is again that I think that you know with this Call of Duty, with this Battlefield, because a lot of people were not. I heard a lot of negative things from the hardcore. About this here Call of Duty, you know what I mean? They feel like the franchise is going down and down and down and down, and you know maybe you know what they were saying. What they said this year that Battlefield had a lot of views on YouTube or whatever the case may be. You can't take that for granted because it's not magazines anymore. YouTube is the #1 spot for advertising for far as gaming. You know what I mean? That's why I always tell you guys you'd be surprised who fucking watches your channel. Before, like I said, you got the industry insiders, execs. They get to sit down and get, you know, firsthand the gamers, our opinions of what we feel about a said product or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, like I said, it is what it is. But crap, you're a Call of Duty fanboy, right, crap?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy because
yes,
I haven't
you fucking are.
I haven't really liked the newer ones, but hey, I did jump back on.
Clan.
Yeah, he was talking about that fucking clan of his.
Exactly. We were back on Black Ops 1. Over 100,000 on there, people. Over 100,000.
So do you went back and bought the old one again?
I already had it, dude. I don't get rid of my games.
So why are you buying this fucking new Call of Duty with the fucking remastered fucking?
Because Call of Duty 4 is the best Call of Duty.
It's the same fucking game from 10 years ago.
No, it's those maps. It's those guns, man.
Hey, Mooch, you bet not fucking buy Call of Duty shit. If you don't buy that shit,
I get it here.
You get it. Listen, I get too the engine, man. I can't get it.
Because my baby boy is a Call of Duty head.
He is. But don't you do crap? You need to sit across your lap, pull his tent, and spank the shit out of him. Stop playing that shit.
Every year he say the same thing. Dad, I want Call of Duty. Dad, I want Call of Duty. Dad, I want Call of Duty.
That deal's already done, man. That deal's done.
So I
didn't buy last year's. I held my guns. But, you know, my son, as he gets older, I got to agree with Show. That's all he plays.
Let me ask you guys a question. Be honest here. Do you think Microsoft fucked up by letting Sony get the Call of Duty, you know?
Well, here, let me throw a little stat at you.
Okay.
85% of the PS4s sold this year have been sold with Black Ops 3.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a huge fucking number. So even though it sells well still on Xbox, that is a huge game.
It's console seller.
Yeah, that is. Like, people associate that.
Do you think Microsoft dropped the ball with that one?
Oh, I mean, that realistically, that's the only third-party marketing deal they really needed. Yeah. I would have kept it, but that was probably like $50 to $75 million a year for that shit.
Too, though, crap. You gotta realize it. So that game there that bundle sells all year long.
Yeah.
And it wasn't both of them in 1080p last year. I mean, wasn't both of them in dynamic, whatever. Weren't they the same resolution, the same goddamn game? The last Black Ops.
Yeah, they pretty much are because of the frames per second.
Yeah, well, one of them, I guess, when Microsoft did a dynamic resolution and Sony had the horrible frame rate, and then you had the one this year. But I'm just saying that bundle right there. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who doing the decisions right now. All you need was a Call of Duty themed console from you guys, Microsoft, and just pump that goddamn what do you call it? The Call of Duty bundle, $350 or $300 all year long. That bitch was sold like hotcakes, man. You know
Well,
what I mean?
what I'm curious though is, since we're all agreeing on that,
Mhm.
I think we heard through the grapevine. I don't know how true it is or not. We heard through the grapevine that Phil realized the importance of third-party deals in that
Yes.
essence. So maybe now we're gonna. I'm very curious at E3 to see who Phil made deals with for upcoming games. I'm very curious. And I don't mean just things like Dead Rising 4 where they're exclusive. I'm not talking about exclusivity. I'm talking about just marketing deal. I think.
Hey, well, wouldn't it be amazing and kind of a slap to the face, because they say there's going to be new huge Tomb Raider news this year, and I heard
Yeah.
from a couple people that Microsoft has a multiple Tomb Raider deal for 1 year exclusivity. So what if they show off a new Tomb? May not come out this year, might come out next year, but what if they
Nah.
show off the new Tomb Raider that's going to
Why
be
they,
exclusive
why
for a
Sony get
year?
the old one? That will be a
Yeah,
fucking slap in the face.
Hey, this is the funny thing though, right? Rise of the Tomb Raider is the best game that's coming out on PlayStation 4 this year.
I
That's
forgot about that. They got
that
that.
shit's funny to me.
Yeah.
That is the best PlayStation 4 game this year, hands down, hands
Yeah.
fucking down. I'm gonna buy it again on PlayStation 4 because that's such a good goddamn game.
You know what? I would say the same thing. But like I said, well, anyway, besides what I heard about maybe with the Neo mode shit, but I don't like what they did to Microsoft. You know what I mean? I think that was a very, very shitty move, and I don't give a what. I don't think I'm going to support that franchise anymore. But you know what? It's not even so much that I'm quote unquote an Xbox fanboy. It is what it is. But by them announcing that the goddamn game was coming to the PlayStation 4 3 months before the Xbox One before the game even fucking released, I've never seen that in the history of fucking gaming. Microsoft did that deal to, to say, even though it may not have been an exclusive or whatever, to try to get it to sell hardware. You understand what I'm saying? And the game, yeah, it did okay, but Microsoft did the deal for it can be a hardware seller. You know what I mean? And what they did was fucked up, man. You know what I mean? We should not have heard anything about Tomb Raider coming to the PlayStation 4 until they had their E3 show this year on stage. That would have been the proper thing to do. You understand what I'm saying? What they did was fucking wrong. I don't care what they announced. You know what I mean? I'm not supporting it. I get that bitch from GameFly, Redbox, or whatever the fuck. I'm not giving them $65. I'm sorry.
True.
Right.
I mean, am I wrong? I mean, how do you guys feel?
They definitely did them dirty. I don't understand why that all went down, but
that was fucked up. Like, that was wrong.
I did hear what Crap was talking about, and it would make sense that the one thing that we heard for 3 to 6 months before Rise of the Tomb Raider came out was the amazing partnership between Microsoft and Crystal Dynamics. That meant something. You could see that there was something deep there. They've had something working for a while. So it wouldn't. Listen, it would totally steal the wind from Sony's sales if Microsoft then brings Crystal Dynamics on stage and being like, I'm going to call it Rise of the Tomb Raider 2. They're going to call it something else. But Rise of the Tomb Raider 2 coming fall 2017. That's a huge smack. That's what did the five fingers say to the face, right, to Sony? Because to be honest with you, they're going to be like, we have Rise of the Tomb Raider. We're like, yeah, we already played that, and now we're hyping up the next one, and you're not going to get that till 2018. So kiss my ass.
Yeah, but do you really want to do business with those motherfuckers again?
Absolutely.
That was wrong. Listen, and again, not to say any names, we know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Well, I know that was there in Redmond when that shit came, and they were all caught off fucking guard, and I heard Phil was fucking pissed. Like, who the fuck? Like, listen, me personally, let Balmer still been there, and let Bill. Those motherfuckers have been sued up under goddamn, into a pile of rubble in fucking Afghanistan.
All this video game stuff aside, these companies got some balls pulling shit on Microsoft. Microsoft is always fluctuating between the first, second, or third strongest company in the world, and they're always fucking with them, and I don't understand why Microsoft, they can just squash people like a bug. I know that's not good business practice, but that's amazing that they're...
Be fucking honest. Call a spade a spade. Fuck that we talking to. This is real talk right here. You know what? They just started doing this shit because Phil's there. Let Bill been there. Let Steve been there. Or fucking Donnie fucking Matrick been there. I guarantee you, none of this shit be going on right now. Because they would have fucking...
Bomb. If you want to say Bomber, I'm with you. Don Matrick, I think. Don Matrick was
that
drinking.
smart motherfucker.
Don Matrick was drinking fruity drinks with enough fruit on the side of his cup.
Listen, I'm not negating that. You feel? Donnie wasn't a fucking gamer. He was a businessman.
Right.
Donnie, like I said one day, they got Donnie because Donnie was about the numbers. Well, obviously, he didn't want to make Xbox Live so profitable. He didn't want to put ads all in the market and all that shit. That's all Donnie shit right there. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But prime example. Like I said, I remember when I first started doing this shit here, and another article was giving me, and they was all talking about the Steam box. How Steam was going to take over the living room and this, that, and they asked Don about this. So that's when 360 was ranking high, especially in North America. So they asked Don. It was an article that was given to me, and I can't say it doesn't even matter the publication, but anyway, and he was said, they asked him, like, do you feel any threats about Steam, taking over the living rooms, whatever setting? And Don said to that motherfucker, he said, well, I don't know about that. It takes a lot of money to be in the hardware department. It costs a lot of money to do your own hardware. And that's when it came, because Valve doesn't make any Steam boxes. They want the HP, Hewlett-Packard, and yada, 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 yada. They didn't make any fucking hardware, So I don't think I don't know guys have enough, whatever the capital to make their own hardware, to make their own quote-unquote Steam box. This is before we knew anything about HP and whoever's else is going to make their quote unquote Steam box, which was a fucking flop. You understand what I'm saying? And itself, like I said, Don was a very, very smug motherfucker. I remember Microsoft had that horrible fucking E3 when Usher and everybody was on stage dancing. And what's that guy from the round table was like, well, hey Don, Sony had a strong E3, and you said, well, we got some exclusives too. You see that Gears? They don't have anything that can outsell Gears and Halo. So I'm not really worried about it. Don didn't give a fuck, but like I said in the day, but they people, like I said, I always see you guys. Microsoft need to be the fucking behemoth.
Don, you know what? Don is the one that fucked them over though with this stuff. He was the one that was like pushing the stuff that fucked them over with the Xbox One. I mean, that's just being honest.
Oh, they get that on the hardware. Listen, I'm not saying Don was about the numbers. I'm just saying, as far as this Microsoft here, they're too fucking nice. They are. You didn't see, and again, I like Phil. Phil's a cool dude, but you didn't see Don tweeting, "Hey, Naughty Dog, Sony, great job, #1 game in America, woohoo!" You didn't see that shit from Don. Don didn't give a fuck.
What are you gonna do? I mean, you're getting your teeth kicked in. What I mean?
I'm just saying, though. Even if they wouldn't, though, even with the days of Robbie Batch when he was there running it,
He tried his hardest to make up for everything. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I don't see the killer instinct and
that's what I'm talking about, guys. The killer fucking instinct.
Well, you know what though? Let me say, Z, tell me
what you could do to have that right now.
That's what I'm saying. If Phil,
your ass kicked, what are you gonna do?
Phil made a comment that said, when we come out with our next console, it will be substantial. That's Phil's box. At that point, you may see that little bit of Matrick come out in him. Once it's his, right?
So, because the way Phil is acting right now, bro, he practically bringing cookies to everybody.
Hey, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen.
Hey, cookies are good, show. Come on.
Listen, hey, Mooch, I'm with you. The box and all that's really good, but to me, right now, I'm sorry, I can't show everything we're talking.
Go ahead, bro.
No, if you would break it, I can't really hear you. But as I was saying, I get you with the box. It's a no-brainer. Microsoft they're not going to under as far as the hardware anymore. Dollar for dollar, Sony can't fucking match Microsoft in that department. They would have did over $1 trillion in revenue last year or this year. I get that, but what I'm saying is the policies that are in place now, the things that they're doing that are turning off a lot of gamers. Like, come on, I'm not even a big Halo dude, but me even seeing it, they put some parts of Halo 5 on, like, what the fuck are you doing? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that shit right there, I don't give a fuck about Halo. I'm not a big, and I know it sounds kind of blasphemous. I told you guys again and again, Fable is what made me an Xbox dude. Project Gotham is what made me an Xbox dude. Xbox Live is, of course, what made me an Xbox. It wasn't Halo. I don't really care for first-person shooters. You know what I mean? But that didn't sit right with me in my soul. Halo 5, I am from the mindset that you have to have some things exclusive to your platform to push your hardware. You know what I mean? You have to. All that shit you did, you caused that whole big shitstorm about Quantum Break. They got crap all cursed the fuck out. That didn't do much for you. Just being honest. Those motherfuckers don't buy games. They bootleg shit. You understand what I'm saying? All that shit.
That is the real PC.
That's the realest, man. And like I told you guys before, I'm funky fresh out of damage control. I just got liability on my car. That's all that I got. You know what I mean? You know,
gamer bullshit, but it's a lot of them that do.
It's a fucking truth, man. You know what I mean? That's like I'm just being real. You know what I mean? I understand, like if it's a business, more money, but sometimes you gotta. I gotta get saying. You know, all money ain't good money. You understand what I'm saying? It's like we, the Xbox fan, us here, the core, us has been riding with you from day one. Me, the Craps, the Noobs, the Showstoppers, us. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And like I said, even shout out to Worry. Worry sent me an article from what's my man?
Pony Ward. What up, Pony Ward?
Yeah, Pony Ward. What's that guy? Shameless. He just followed me on Facebook.
Seamus Blackley.
Yeah, him. Shout out to him. He just followed me too. Even he said that it was an old article that back that Microsoft that they knew that what PC gamers and quote unquote console gamers, they are expecting two different things as far as games. You know what I mean? That it'd be foolish for them to try to integrate into the two communities. You understand what I'm saying? When we play games, we're not looking about draw distance and frames and this, that, and the other. We can give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? We don't care about the mods and we just want to fucking play the games. You know what I mean? And the PC guys, they want to whack and hack and do what the fuck they can do. They want to run around with a fucking naked man with a dildo. They did all types of other weird shit. You know what I mean? That we're not into. You know, I'm just being real. Listen, no disrespect for the PC guys that rock out with BGST, but you know 99.9% of y'all motherfuckers are stuck in that attic since they duck feet, and y'all motherfuckers are weird. You know what I mean? Just we're not looking for the same thing. So I think it's kind of asinine or whatever for them to try to bring these two communities together all in the it doesn't work like that, man. No, because I mean, we're two different fucking consumers at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And like I said, by them putting Quantum Break on fucking Windows 10, it did more harm than good. It's goddamn true.
I'm gonna be honest, it did. But I see the grand scheme of things of what they're trying to do by just trying to make one game, and that's
I get it.
Where they ain't got to invest money into like different, for a PC version and invest money into a console version. Just make one game and it can play whatever you have on their ecosystem. But I see that vision, but I don't know. I think they look in a lot of that where they going a little too far with it. But
I'm with you with that, and that will be cool. But that's not even in game. They're trying to fucking piggyback the Windows 10 thing off of their cool product of Xbox. The cool thing. To try to compete with Mac, because right now the Mac, you have a Mac, that's a cool thing to have is a Mac. You understand what I'm saying? It's cool with the kids. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to piggyback Windows 10 off of the Xbox One, off of their community. You know what I mean? That's what all again. If you want to play Quantum Break, whatever the fuck, you gotta have Windows 10 on your PC. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't work for Windows 8, Windows 7.
I agree. My Surface Pro,
yeah,
it's everything Xbox. You know what I'm saying? My wife use it for like when she's in school, and the first thing you see when you turn that thing on is just Xbox.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's hard trying to segregate, real hard, like very heavy. So devices and stuff going that direction though.
Hey, Mike, so say it again. You saying some dope shit, but you got lowered. It went high. Let me turn your mic up. Hold up. I don't know if you guys heard him or not. Hold on.
My wife have it, and she's in school. She don't care anything about Xbox. And when she turn it on, it's Xbox everywhere. So them bringing both worlds together is true. And that's definitely what they're doing.
And out of shop. Listen, like I said it again. I know I sound like a broken record. You'd be surprised who watches your videos. I've met, very good friend of mine. I even went to the motherfucker's wedding. Like I said, I don't talk about it here. Who's somebody within very, 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 very credible guy. Even they're looking at Microsoft and scratching their head and saying, like I said, like people, and it's not a diss against Phil Spencer. Cool. Like it's, I have nothing but the I respect everybody. You know what I mean? But how should I say? Like, I thought I would never see the day where I said I'd rather see Microsoft spin off the Xbox division and let it stand on its own and doing its own thing. You know what I mean? Because there's no way in hell you should have Sony outspending you in terms of fucking gaming. You know what I mean? But whether these third-party deals, whether it's any fucking thing. I remember, you think about last generation, every movie that you watch, whether it's Transformers or whatever, they all had fucking Xbox 360 controllers in their hand. You know why I know this? Because it made me very proud. Because I was, I was starting to fight this quote-unquote console war in the OG Xbox and the PlayStation 2, and they always had fucking PlayStation controllers in their hands in movies. So I was telling my wife, oh my God, we got an Xbox controller in his hand. Get an Xbox controller in his hand. Now you don't see that anymore. Every TV show, they all got fucking PlayStation 4 controllers in their hand. You know what I mean? That's, like just being real. I know the Xbox brand is not as strong as quote-unquote Sony's worldwide, but here in America, this is supposed to be, your fucking domain. You defend this shit with tooth and nail. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm saying too. That's a key thing. People don't. They say they got pride. You see all these guys in the chat and the people that harass us, this and that, and then you go see them in real life. Like, you have pride in your country? Oh yeah. Meanwhile, what do? They go home and they put on an anime game and they sit in their kimono jersey.
Hold on, Mooch. I gotta give you one of these. Hold up. Wait, hold up.
For real, man. These guys are loose. They are loose. They are out of their mind, man. Like, enjoy. I mean, that's the whole fact too. Is there's nothing wrong with owning a PlayStation 4.
No, it's nothing.
But why don't the PlayStation guys buy an Xbox too?
Because
we buy both.
War. They think that this quote-unquote this war is real, and they didn't want to get Microsoft for sale.
You know what? Hey, these people that think that, like, this is gaming podcast. It's for fun. It's for entertainment. Right. The people take the people that take this stuff like for real. Like, I was saying stuff on Twitter today.
Yes.
Anybody that knows me was inboxing me. Man, you're really stirring shit up, man. You just love getting them ponies like all pissed off, and that's what it was all about for me. It's entertainment. Like, the people that think that like we sweat this stuff must believe in Tooth Fairy and Easter Bunny and fucking Santa Claus, and they must think wrestling is real. Those guys are really pounding the shit out, dude.
Hey,
it's
listen.
just for fun.
Hey, Brett, watch your mouth. The Piper's Pit was the shit with Ronnie Piper. Watch your mouth.
It's 99% of it is a work, and these guys get put into a shoot. Like, seriously, you say one thing, like, oh my God, guess what? Halo 5, 400 million. Uncharted 4, under 200 million. And then people just flip the fuck out. You know what I mean?
But you know what? How should I say this? You know what? Look, what we all do in Cincinnati, we talk about. Every week I ask you, Mooch or Crap or whatever the fuck, give me a fucking title for the fucking show. You know what I mean? This to whatever the fuck to get them. It is, to fuck with their emotions. No, like I said, this is for me. Like it has always been. It's entertainment. But I thank you guys every day. Not every day, but for giving all of us a voice within this community. I never thought in my wildest years and that it would, to be the way that it is. Now I say that to say this though. This is my hobby. I've always said, but this is not my life. So when I'm not walking around the street threatening someone's grandmother with sodomy rape, I'm not doing that outside of the internet in the real world. I'm not doing that. But I do this to you because or whatever. Or you say, or here's it, or Next Gen 720. These guys, we the one that fueled this console war. You a fucking lie. I would rather just come back here and just talk games. But look on Twitter, we get attacked all fucking day.
Yep.
Gotta block a ball.
I don't even give it satisfaction. I don't even read the shit because it's not whatever. You know what I mean? Like you make memes about me. I just take them motherfuckers and put them in my fucking thumbnails. And after a while, they just stop fucking making them about me. And this shit doesn't work. Like I don't care. Like your fucking letters, whatever. But I do feel, not want to say feel bad, but like when they do our chat names, I just shit is a little weird. Like to Phil and naked pictures, and I'm like, this shit here is wow. You know what I mean? But they probably look at it, maybe that Bgst, that we're so toxic, but it's not us. You know what I mean? We're just fucking retaliating against what's done to us. You know what I mean? But they'll take our tweets of us replying, not what was said to us, and send this shit to Phil, send that shit to Aaron. Like, I don't give a fuck anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal with me. Like they my fucking father and my mother. But but like I said, it's crazy as hell.
Crap, did you guys talk about this? A lot of it keeps coming up in the chat, and I know Crap's video is all about it today. Did you guys talk about the 200 million versus 400 million?
Yeah, but we can get your I
like what you just wrote in the chat. I like what Crap just wrote in the chat. Like he said, basically the 2.7 million in software sales for Uncharted 4, and I'm using Crap's numbers here, were roughly 165 million. So Crap said, I'll even throw in an extra 50 million for hardware sales, etc. Keychains, whatever you want to call it, that everybody sold. So when we did the math breakdown, and we're not going to do it all again today, we did it many BGSTs ago, and we did it multiple episodes in a row. The 400 million was for hardware and software for Halo 5 week 1. Excuse me, not even a full week. It was 6 business days. The funniest part about it all was this. I think when we were even being extremely conservative, out of the 400 million, we said, let's be really conservative. We still said 3 to 3.5 million were software sales of Halo 5. That's giving a lot more, because we did the numbers against what we saw was the NPD numbers for consoles. And we saw that we even were being generous on the console side. So it was software. So Halo 5 sold 3 to 3.5 million copies the first week. And you've got 2.7. Microsoft, and if you want to look at just revenue in actual dollars, it's 400 to 200. Even give Sony the benefit of the doubt. Crap, give them 100 on top of it. It's 400 million to 265 million. It doesn't matter. They still got crushed. Matter,
yeah. Even if you take away, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if you take away, you go, okay, well, even if you take away 150 million on Halo 5 or whatever, you know what I mean? Right. It's still 300 million to, whatever. So yeah, any way you work it, you know what I'm saying?
Microsoft wins that.
They do.
If that was my shut up. If Eric Pure, if you're listening from Bang Bang, I made a bet with him was last week in Bang Bang. And I said that I bet you that Uncharted 4 won't surpass Halo 5, and I was talking about the 400 some odd million. And I said, and he said, well, that wasn't all from sale. I said, you're absolutely right. That was including merchandise. And I said, Uncharted has merchandise. So they have consoles, headphones, controllers, collector's editions. And I said, I bet you a game that it will not surpass $400 million.
No, hey, next gen. We all know Halo 5 only sold 500,000 copies, and then everybody else just bought like fucking Halo 5 pajamas and Legos and Doritos and all that stuff, right? I mean, come on, let's not give Halo 5 any credit, but all these motherfuckers want us to give Uncharted 4 all the credit in the world.
Yeah, but like I said,
like they got it such a one-way street, right? Like let's give credit to Uncharted 4, but let's not give Halo 5 any. Let's say Halo 5 is dead, but it fucking makes almost 500 million in the first week.
Look at this idiot. Look at this idiot in the comment section. Clad. Halo 5 sold 935,000 US.
How are we doing it?
Retail first month.
First of all, there is no. He's going by NeoGAF bullshit, right? Second of all, he's going.
Also, it's all. Remember, they didn't count digital.
Not only that, he's going by NPD, which, we don't know the numbers, but NPD is just America, no bundled, no digital, right? Where Sony's 2.7 million is fucking digital, bundled. It's the ones that Yoshida stored underneath his fucking pants pockets. They're burying those fuckers in the desert next to ET, man. They're doing whatever they can to get those things out. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Look, they flip out. Look, and the simple fact is this. 450 million for Halo 5 in the first week, the most successful Halo launch in the history of Halo. Uncharted 4, they waited 2 weeks to say anything. It sold less than Uncharted 3, and it fucking got beat in revenue. Slap, bitch.
Was that included digital in that 400 million?
Microsoft probably did count digital in that as well.
In the 400 million, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they included digital because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, everybody just about bought it digital. You know what I'm saying? It was like 1 million or so people that bought it hard copy, but it was a lot of people that bought it digital as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But even if you're looking at the 2.7, all that's everything. That's every Uncharted 4 that has ever been made and shipped out in that first week. Like, everything counted right there. Microsoft came out and said they made $400 million in the first six days. Like, no matter how you slice it, no matter what you want to do, you want to divvy up the hardware, the software. You want to talk about it being, like you say, bed sheets or Halo cups. And I don't care what you want to call it. Microsoft won week 1 versus Uncharted in the Halo versus Uncharted. It was, and people go, you can't compare those games. No. We're comparing flagship game to flagship game.
Yeah, wait.
Both of their best sellers.
Listen. I know, like they said, they like to go by VG. Listen, the VG charts. I remember when they first started. I'm not to make a long story. I'm not gonna make it turn. I remember when the site first started. I was friends at the time with the guy who made the site. I forgot the guy's name. Light-skinned guy with a big fucking fro. I think he was white and mixed guy. But anyway, to make a long story short, and I used to ask him, how do they fucking get these numbers? And they use some algorithm that's not real when they fucking say the game was Uncharted Part 18, but the game got pushed back and they had this shit selling 49,000 copies the first fucking week. The goddamn game didn't even come out. Even when I spoke to someone in Microsoft or whoever the fuck, you know what I mean? They don't even have that goddamn data to know when one goddamn console was sold in fucking a mom and pop store. It's not real. You know what I mean? Those numbers and fucking, you know, and on EDG charts is not real. It's nowhere near real. You know what I mean? They can tell me what's being fucking sold in Singapore. Get the fuck out of here. NPD doesn't even have those fucking type of, you know, stats. And they're not even fucking 100%. You know, they still don't count digital and yada yada yada. So you mean to tell me this fucking website is more accurate than goddamn NPD, a multi-million-dollar business? Like, just think about it. That's just for us fanboys to go there and just pop shit. You know what I mean? They don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's sold or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, for, you know, don't get me wrong, the site is very popular now. You know what I mean, with the whole VG charts thing, but it's not real. I'm not saying that because the Xbox One is losing. Even if it was fucking winning is not fucking real. I asked somebody in Microsoft, like, this, you know, they said, no, it's not even close. Like, you know what I mean? It's not. So, you know, it is what it is.
You know, the other thing, too, is we know how good Halo 5 did do with that $400 million that was pronounced by Aaron Greenberg. And Microsoft, let's use the ponies logic.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft had there was so few Xbox Ones too. There's so
few. It was so loud.
You guys have, and shout out again to Zobi who made this point. He's like, we have 40 million supposed PlayStation strong, and 2.7. You had, let's just use pony logic. That means Xbox Ones back in October of last year, we were under 20 million, and they sold 3 million copies of Halo 5. Like, come on, man. This is just not even worth a discussion because you've got double, quote unquote,
install base
on PS4, and they couldn't even get over 2.7. That's actually, and that's Zobi. Zobi's a Sony guy, you know. And shout out to Zobi because what he said made perfect sense today. He said, "Congratulations on the 2.7," but looking at the numbers I have in front of me and all the people that were so starved for Uncharted 4 to come out, the number should have been higher. And he's right.
Mooch, I don't know if you heard my point earlier if you were here, but here's the thing. Supposedly the Xbox One was at 15 million when Halo 5 released, right? And they still managed to do 450 million the first week. Right. Uncharted 4 releases to over 40 million PS4s and does under 200 million. Motherfucking slap. No matter how you fucking slice it, Halo wins.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can move the numbers however you want, no matter what you want to do. You want to say a lot of it was hardware, that's fine, because the NPDs that came out for hardware that same month that Halo came out, when you do the math, you can only give so much to hardware because the number was announced. So we know how much they sold in consoles.
Yeah,
so
and
the rest,
hey,
when
not
you
only
do the
that,
deductions, it comes out to about 3 million pieces of software the first week for Halo 5, and that's being conservative.
And Halo 5 broke the fucking Twitch record for people watching on the stream when it released. You know what I mean? It broke all kinds of records. You know, they did a $1 million eSports thing. How many people are doing eSports Uncharted? I mean, come on, you know what I mean?
This guy put in the comment section, he says, Zaire knows everyone. I don't know everybody, I just know like 2 people, man.
Zaire heard it from a guy who heard it from a guy.
Yeah, that
we sold drugs to.
Yeah, that he was watering a camel out in the desert so fucking weird. Now, listen, you know, I was sad to say, I wish, not saying I wish, but if I, you know, I don't know why we get looked at, you know, people look at us in a bad light. They really fucking do, man. Not that
you know what? We really push buttons, dude. Like I can push buttons, dude. I said.
We do. We consider it to be toxic within the industry. We're fucking toxic.
I sent Moose the thumbnail for my video today. I was like, "What do you think, man?" He's like, "Do it."
The Uncharted one.
Yeah, where the fucking Halo's got the stacks of money behind it, and the Uncharted guy's crying. Like I work on that shit myself now. It's so much fun. Like I just spend 5 minutes doing my own thumbnail. It really pisses people off. You know what I mean? Like I really have mastered the art of fucking pushing buttons, and I love it, man. I actually love the hate. You know, I know that's probably bad, but like early on, maybe not so much, but now it's like it's just fun to me.
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't use the word fun. I think what it comes down to is that no matter what, when Microsoft does something right, people complain and bash them. When they do something that's just mediocre, they're death. It's death upon them. Like, there's no winning this. You can never win. Halo comes out and does. Halo 5, it's Aaron Greenberg. This isn't Mooch talking. This isn't crap. This isn't Zaire. Aaron Greenberg, one of the vice presidents at Microsoft Xbox, said, in the first 6 business days, we had made $400 million on Halo 5. Yahtzee. Take those numbers however you want. When you take 2.7 million sold of Uncharted and did the math, I didn't. I was working. I literally made it back just in time for this show. You said you came into 165 million. Even giving Sony the benefit of the doubt for another $100 million in hardware or whatever you want to call it, 265. They didn't even touch where the 400 million was. I'm not making anything up. Those are from Aaron Greenberg. I'm not saying anything. Go ahead. So Sony made $200 million in extra hardware. They're only at 365. You know what I mean? Like, you're still under 400. So, I mean, this isn't Mooch logic and this other crap. I'm just saying, you guys play with the numbers however you want. Halo 5, with a smaller install base, made $400 million in 6 days. Sony, in 7 days, did 2.7 million copies in somewhere around the 165 to 200 range. That's just numbers that I'm not making up. That's out of Sony's mouth and Microsoft's mouth.
But to be fair, I mean, Halo is a $1 billion franchise.
Halo's a monster.
What they say?
Yeah,
over 5. Sony doesn't have. I don't think they have one franchise that's a $1 billion franchise.
No, I think
it could be Gran Turismo. Could be.
Nah, well, here's the thing. Well, even with that, you don't see Gran Turismo merchandise and bag of Doritos and you know what I mean, all that shit plays into the factor. You know what I mean? Shit, Microsoft has a couple beta. They also got Minecraft. Forgot about that. Like, these motherfuckers are breaking in the fucking dough. You know what I mean? Like, shit. Like, goddamn. Like, to me, which I think is a no-brainer. I don't know who the fuck is making the decisions down here. Why they don't have a fucking Minecraft-themed Xbox One and sell that bitch all year long with the fucking Minecraft? Yeah, they said Minecraft sells like 10,000 copies a day or some wild shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Fucking bananas. That's you know what I mean? Like, goddamn, that's a huge IP. You know what I mean? What could they do with part 2 or whatever? I've seen some of the people that do. Well, I didn't watch someone point them in the direction. I didn't know they make them. They make millions of dollars. Some of those Twitch guys and stuff that do the Minecraft Let's Plays and shit and all. I said, wow. I think that's the most boringest goddamn game, and I'm not interested in it at all.
What, Minecraft?
Yeah, I don't like that shit, man.
You know what? That game is one of those games that like draws in like all kinds of different gamers. It's not really my thing either, but
I don't even know what it's about.
I think it has a place.
I'm not saying that it doesn't. I mean, shit, it makes dollars. It makes sense. I don't like the art style. I don't. It's just not my thing. It's not for me. But it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't until Microsoft bought it that I didn't realize how big it was. I'm starting to see Minecraft lunchbox. I bought my grandson a goddamn Minecraft goddamn Lego lunchbox and shit.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, look, it is. It's basically Legos in the video world. You know what I mean? That's
huge. But could they make a part 2 to that? Like,
I don't think they could. We talked about this a little bit ago on Xbox Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't mess with that too much. You know what I mean? Like, people.
What about with better graphics? Like next gen graphics, blocks with better graphics.
I think the whole point is pixel art, though, man. Like that 8-bit stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, did you guys see the Wii U version got Mario stuff? I wish the Xbox version got that shit.
What's the Halo play
it? Yeah, well, I think they do have some Halo stuff on there, but like the Wii U version got like Mario and all these different kinds of themes and characters and stuff. I don't know. So for me, I don't really have time to mess with hours and hours of that stuff. Like, I like shorter games. You know what I mean? Like for me, Uncharted 4 was a good length game, 11 hours or so to beat it. For me, on like the normal mode or whatever, I'm not like one of those people that plays things on like the brutal modes. But 11 hours, that's a good amount of time for me to spend money on. Like when I played Quantum Break, I played through it twice because I did everything one way and then did it the other way. So I spent 31 hours on that, but that time just fucking flew by. Like to me, I've not had a good experience like that outside of maybe that or Sunset Overdrive or like Forza Horizon 2. I think that was those
Forza Horizon. I'm really looking forward to. Before we get the hell out of here, but I'm really like that's one of my most looked at Forza Horizon. I like that series. I'm not really too big into car games, but I think Forza Horizon is like dope shit. You know what I mean, besides gear.
I think this next one might give Microsoft its first big AAA exclusive that gets a 90 plus on Meta because they can't fucking hate on that game again. You know what I mean?
Like, you also got the giant bombs out there, motherfuckers. To give you
Which game?
Forza Horizon.
Oh.
So let me ask you a question before we get there. Like, I didn't before we go. I want to ask you guys. We kind of got off the topic. Like, how do you guys feel about the Halo stuff, whatever coming on PC? I know crap at the beginning. You said once they lose that Forza and then Halo, I'm fucking out of here. I'm out of here, Weezy.
Listen, before crap goes into it, let me just say one thing real quick. No, crap, here's my whole thing. It doesn't matter, and I'll tell you why it doesn't matter. Right now, what are we talking about? We're talking about next generation being more powerful than this generation. If we're into and this is what and Eric's crap, but like he said, he's kind of dealing with it day by day. We're talking about power. We're talking about this and that. We're becoming more and more like the consoles are becoming like PC. So the fact that Halo is going to be played on PC, who cares? It doesn't matter. It's only going to be available in the Microsoft Store. You're still going to have to buy a Microsoft. You're going to have to buy it through Microsoft Studios.
Those bootlegging motherfuckers. Do you really?
That's all. You're not going to play Halo 5 on Steam.
No. I'm just saying they don't pay for shit. They, you know what I mean? This is what I mean by that. And I mean, like I said the other day, like we're quote unquote, whether you believe it or not, we are what influenced the casuals. You understand what I'm saying? You know, the hardcore adapted first, and then it sprinkles down by word of mouth into the casuals. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying again, like I'm not a big PC Halo guy. But I'm just being, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like I said again, I think you gotta have, like, what are you doing for us? Like the hardcore us. Like what's ours over here that you're not putting over there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because when this generation started, it was all about us. Xbox. Now my father brings home, he cheated on my mother, brings home this goddamn stepkid, you know what I mean, whose mother died in a fucking overdose. So now I got this half brother of mine sitting in the living room. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, to me, it just didn't really feel natural. Like, god damn it, Halo. I think they're just testing the waters, man. Like you wouldn't feel some type of way if Gears of War 4 releases day and date on fucking Windows 10 and the Xbox One.
I mean, it's probably going to happen.
Man, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I know. I don't think Gears 4 will do that, but they are. I wish they would just
Halo. Crap, we said about Halo.
You got to shit. But you got to shit, and it's not. They didn't release it day and date. As far as I'm concerned, like they actually did come out and clarify what they're doing with it. But I wouldn't.
Explain to me because I didn't even read the article.
They said that the reason they're releasing Forge on Windows 10 for free is because it's easier for people to create things and then share it on Xbox One with a mouse and keyboard. It's going to be, it's much easier to do it that way. So that's what they're doing. It's free. It's just the Forge. That's what it is. I mean, will Halo 6 probably be on PC at some point? Probably. You know, it already leaked that the Master Chief Collection was on the, what was on the Windows 10 store. So, yeah. So I mean, I think it is what it is. Like, look, gaming is evolving, dude. I mean, look, there's.
I listen. I listen. Trust me, I get it. I understand it. The way, like I was telling you guys, that the way that console generations have 5-7 years, that can never happen again because the technology's forever moving forward. But damn, you know what I mean? Like it'd be funny for me to see Super Mario Brothers on PC. Like, this is still you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Maybe
Listen, now we've got 2 games out. You've got Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yes.
And Quantum Break.
Yes.
They're on PC.
Yes.
How many of you have lost friends to the PC? Zero.
No.
It doesn't. It's only good for conversation. Once you go, hey, on to the next subject, it doesn't matter.
Here's the thing. Okay, I understand. I understand what you're saying. Why it doesn't matter.
The whole point is console gamers will stay console gamers.
Listen, I get that. You know what I mean? But there are more and more people making the fucking. I'm not supposed to sell people. There's no. I'm here. I'm sorry. Let me reframe. There's no need for me to own an Xbox One because I can get. That's always I can get 99.9% of the games on my Windows 10 for those of that game. If you look at
99, and you can get 99% of your PlayStation games on a Bravia TV.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying again, the most people's combination this generation have been PC and the quote unquote the PlayStation 4. Listen, Quantum Break could have been a console seller. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, people still will play 99.9% of their games on PC because they're cheaper. But in worst case, I'm going to buy me an Xbox One because I'm not going to be able to get Gears of War 4. I'm not going to be able to get Halo 5. I'm not going to be able to get Forza on PC.
Yeah, but Halo 5, let's just say Halo Master Chief Collection comes to PC.
Yes.
Great. The first game came out in 2005. Gives a shit. Like, I mean, Halo 5, if they get Halo 5 next year, who gives a shit? That's like if somebody knocked on your window, like, yo, Zaire, I'm a huge fan. I just got the Xbox One. What are you playing tonight, man? And he'd be like, Halo 5. You'd be like, call me later.
Okay. Who
cares?
I get that. Trust me, no, I get everything. You're absolutely right. I'm not going to care because I'm going on to playing something else.
Yeah, we're on to the next.
That's right. But guess what? When that next Microsoft whatever console comes out and their next exclusive, no, I'm gonna wait because I don't even buy that shit because I know it's gonna come to Windows whatever fuck Windows 13 down the line. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm still of the mindset that you have to have something to say. Hey, I got this over here. You can only get this here. You can only get it here. And it's not gonna make sense. You know, it's not gonna make a difference to me because I'm not gonna wait to play it. I'm not gonna get it what it is. But I was thinking at the end of the day, like you still have to have something that's only right here. I just don't like that Windows 10. I'm a console dude, man. I ain't got time for all that shit, man.
And you'll always be able to play. I mean, play it on your console. You know what I mean? Like, look, I used to think like that too, but we all have that thing where.
What happened? What changed you as a gamer, Crap? Well, what happened, Crap? Talk basically, Crap.
Hey, we all have that area where if we get pushed too far, we'll stop. Mine is streaming. Like that might be years and decades
streaming?
off, right? But yeah, I'm like if that's the only option, I'm done. Right, but as far as look, Nintendo, they're gonna release stuff on PC. You know what I mean? They're gonna have that. Sony, Nintendo. They said that their strategy for NX is mobile, PC, console. Right, so they're gonna probably release some stuff on PC. Sony has started publishing some of their smaller exclusives on PC. You know. A lot of the games that people think of as exclusive really are on PC as well because Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo don't see PC as competition.
No, they don't. You know? They don't.
You know what I mean? And so I guess it just depends on what we all what's too far for us all. You know what I mean? Because I always say this, and I've never had anybody counter this argument. 99% of games that we play on consoles are multiplat, and 98% of those multiplats are on PC. Yet we all buy them on our consoles. Why? Because we're console gamers, right? Yeah. So it doesn't matter.
That's my point. Do people who drive Nissans hate people who drive Infinities? No, they're in two different class situations. They don't give a shit. The Nissan people are on Nissan forums being like, yo, I love my Maxima. Shit's fast as hell. And the other people in the Infinity are like, I like the G32. I like what I got. My point is that it's the same. Nissan and Infinity is the same shell, okay? There's all of these. There's Honda and Acura. There's Cadillac and GM. You know, I mean, Cadillac and like Chevy. Like the Suburban is the same exact chassis as the Denali and the Escalade. The only difference is some of them have like better leather stitching. So you know when you have the PC, you've got better specs. But the console people, we're not even talking to those people. They don't exist. All that is another bankroll from Microsoft. So all it ends up being is better in the end to make Microsoft more money, which makes more games. So it don't matter. Like, you know what I say? Bring Halo to PC and do it now. Who gives a shit? I'll never know any of those people on that system or in that world, and I don't give a shit. And we played that shit a year ago.
Hey, Omazio, how you liking those timeouts, bro?
Yeah, I love it, man. I'm so glad we start regulating this shit.
I never really looked at the fucking chat. I always look at the screen with you guys talking.
Me and Mooch have been in there fucking like banging around, man.
I'm fucking throwing them out the window.
Yeah.
Okay, well, like I said before,
I just want to mention one other thing. Yeah. Like, there's rumors about what's going to come out as games with gold.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Shout out to Robert. I want to get the guy that gave us the point card. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Before we go, listen, we got to do the Uncharted, the multiplayer. So pick a day now. We can do the guy to get. Shout out to the guy to get us the card.
You pick it out. So you pick it out anytime, any night after. Well, after 9:30, I can do it.
Okay, just give me. Hold on, let me shit shot this guy out. He was nice enough to give us point cards. What the fuck is his name? And he was saying he wanted to see us, play Uncharted multiplayer on Twitch or whatever. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah, and shout out to Robert Blue. He was talking about the games for gold. And he wants to talk about that.
Games for gold. I think it might be big because going into E3, like there was a rumor that it's going to be Rise and Red Dead Redemption on 360, and that would be backwards compatible, obviously, if they did that. And I forget the other, but now the rumor is Rise and Forza 5, or Forza Horizon 2, I don't remember which, and Red Dead and
Horizon 2. That's big. Rise.
Yeah.
They never gave Rise away yet. Did they ever get it away?
No, they haven't.
I mean, if that's what they're giving away, this guy is downloading a ton of shit. I'm gonna grab Rise because I had it physical, but then after I beat it, I brought it back, and but now I want it again in my collection, so I would grab that. I would definitely grab. I have Red Dead Redemption 2. I have the disc for it, but if they're giving it digitally, I'll take the digital.
Okay.
And then I would also BioShock. If they're giving BioShock Infinite, again, I have all the BioShocks on disc, but. Shit, I'll take it digitally. It's just easier to play.
Oh, dude, you know what? There's this big sale going on 360 right now. Mirror's Edge is only $449.
That's
the
nice.
First one, and that one's backwards compatible. I might pick that up because I have never played it. And that might be worth. You know what? I hope they make Max Payne 3 backwards compatible. That's on sale right now for $4.99. I have it.
I have that disc.
Yeah,
I've never played it.
I'm sorry. So shout out to Jay Williams. He just made us some new merchandise. I'm gonna put the red bubble link in there. And pretty soon we're gonna have the website up, so you guys can just go to the fucking website and get your cup holders and your stickers. We appreciate the love. I'm sorry, this is a shameless plug there.
Oh, they got South Park Stick of Truth on sale for $9.99 too, and that's backwards compatible.
I had picked up a couple of the Tekkens. They were like $2. You know, I never did fucking play Tekken Tag or some other shit. It was like $2, and on the bank. The guy Robert Blue said we can't use PayPal or something. He was saying when you buy it digitally or something. You guys know anything about that?
Yeah, you can use PayPal on Xbox.
On something that was like backwards compatible. We're seeing.
I don't know. I think you might need to use a debit card for that.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, you can't use the point. Yeah, you can't. So he was saying.
Oh damn! They got BioShock on sale for $5 too, as well.
Oh,
that's not BioShock 1 and 2 are $5 each on 360 right now digitally. Hell, Red Dead Redemption $7.49 on sale.
Yeah, they're supposed to be free game for June or something. But
yeah. They actually got some real. I wish some of these other ones were backwards compatible. Like they got the Devil May Cry HD collection for $6. Man, these games last gen were fucking amazing, man. Skyrim $10.
That's why I tell you guys, stop it with them fucking remasters and remake. We gotta get some new shit.
Midnight Club LA $374. Damn, man. Oh, Street Fighter Cross Tekken $8.
I like that game.
I've never played it.
Is Sleeping Dogs Remastered still $7.50?
You might be able to get it for that if you get it today.
Well, I thought it goes.
It's a publisher sale. You know what I'm saying? Like Tuesday. Tuesday they switch over, so you still can get it up until like midnight. But I highly fucking recommend that game. Sleeping Dogs was one of my favorite new IPs last generation. So.
Did they get a Did they do a part 2 to that game?
No, they did a remaster.
Okay.
I'm not sure if enough people bought it. So.
It is what it is. But that's it. We can turn bang the gavel.
Yeah, it looks like Showstopper his bootleg internet gave out. So.
Yeah, go back to work and he's at Target. So. Stop the show. But yeah.
And Tim Dog, man. Hey Tim, I know.
Yeah, he's going through a little something. Shout out to my brother Tim. Everybody say a prayer for my brother Tim. Tim Doggy Dog.
Tim Dog.
Do a quick shout out to Jay Williams, and he's got that new shirt, Gamers Play on the Xbox on the box. Really cool shirt, man. Check out. I think he's got it on Redbubble, so definitely.
He tweeted it to Phil Spencer. Maybe Phil Spencer will wear it.
Yeah, wear the E3. We'll be honest.
I personally think Phil Spencer should wear the one that I had him design with the no non-coexistent, where the Xbox controller is busting a cap in that PS4 controller's ass.
That would be great.
I mean?
Yeah, Phil would never.
Wouldn't that be fucking funny? Like I would pay anything to see Phil Spencer up there with a shirt.
Yeah, well, listen, he was wearing those fucking suit jackets and under the t-shirt.
Yeah, like that would be fucking hilarious. I would absolutely love that. And shout out to all the other like podcasts that are pretty good. I did a good video.
Yeah, I've seen it. Shout out to all the other shows and whatever the case may be.
Yeah, we're friends with Southbound and all those people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to Sound. Listen, guys, next year, God willing, and I don't have to doubt. Next year, me and Sal are listen. South was flying to California, and was flying to New Jersey, and Mooch, you gonna come with us, and we fucking driving from Jersey to fucking California, and we're gonna we're gonna vlog the whole thing. We're gonna be picking up hookers, doing coke, and the whole fucking nine, man.
Can you imagine that trip? That'd be wild, man. Get crap up here too.
We're gonna come to Jersey. And we're gonna fucking drive to Cali. I'm gonna catch a train back.
Hey, can I hop on the back of your motorcycle, Mooch?
Yeah, there's plenty of room, man. Plenty of room. Actually, I'll get one of those side things. You can sit on the side.
Oh, that little.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Let me get the Xbox. Oh, and the Xbox versus Pony shirt too. We got go to Rambo. We got a bunch of new shit in there, man. Jay Williams is the man, and look out for the BGST website. It is so fucking awesome, man. You guys are gonna love that site. But yeah, we out of here, man. Thank you for rocking out with us. Anything else?
That's about it, man.
Bacon.
Xbox Nation on Wednesday.
Xbox Nation.
Look, man, someone's like F crap gamer, and then Mooch already blocked him before I did.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But we out of here, man.
Block them all.
Xbox versus ponies tomorrow. I need a pony, man. A knowledgeable pony for the show tomorrow. Holla at me. Inbox me on Twitter. We out of here. Bang bang.